Hello friends, it's Amanda Roberts. Today is 38 of 100. This is like, all of a sudden I'm like, dang, I'm almost to 40. This is Friday, June 14th, and I'm pretty excited. Today is the last of a normal person's work week. Friday is what most people look forward to. For me, I work from home and I work for myself, so therefore every day seems like Friday. However, this weekend I am doing a lot with my kids because they will be gone the next 2 weeks and I'm going to be busy the next 2 weeks, and I'm just trying to soak every last ounce from them. But I wanted to ask you guys, or wanted to come on here. I am reading, as you guys are well aware, I'm in the middle of my second Unstoppable Influencer Challenge, and Natasha Hazlitt wrote this based on her and her life and overcoming, her obstacles, to be you, be fearless, and transform lives. And this is my second challenge. When I did my very first challenge, you guys, I was lost. I just felt completely lost. I wasn't sure the direction for which I was supposed to be headed in. And even the first week of this 21-day challenge, I was clueless. And then I shared little tips or little teeny bits of information that I am starting to, it's like I have the bow, I know I know what's supposed to be in the package, but now I've got to go do the work so that the package of what my purpose is able and ready to be gifted and delivered, and I'm able to do the work that I know that I've been called to do. And so I've been reading her book. I got it during my first challenge, and a lot of people wait to read it. And I just felt like I needed to come on here because somebody needs to hear this. Ego, we all have two voices in our head, like the voice from our whoever you call it, God, Creator, Holy Spirit, whatever. And then we have the voice of our ego. And a lot of times for a lot of us, our ego is the loud one, the one that doesn't shut up, the one that makes us second guess and worry and be stressed. And then all those negative emotions, when you're thinking of things, that is your ego. That is not the truth. And so that's the one when you're sitting there and you're thinking about all the things that could possibly go wrong, that is, you need to just remember, stop, ego, stop. Like, people will say, not today, Satan. Not today. And so in Natasha's book, and I just found it so eye-opening, she says there's 3 hurdles when it comes to our ego. Hurdle number 1 is viewing an obstacle as a sign that you shouldn't do something. How many of you watching this today, and I'm gonna try and keep it as short, sweet, to the point, so that you guys can enjoy your Friday, but how many of you have really thought, and she even says far too many influencers fall into the trap thinking there is a sign from above that they shouldn't be doing something. How many of you have said, oh, guess that means I'm not supposed to do it? Now, obviously, if there's multiple things closing doors, then maybe that is a sign you're not supposed to be doing it, but 20% of the time, a first sign is actually just a hurdle that you need to work through and overcome as a lesson to get to where you're supposed to be. We all have to do the work. It's not like sunshine and roses all the time just because you figured out what it is or which direction you're supposed to be headed, or, you're trying to say, okay, God, if I am supposed to keep working at this job I hate, give me a sign. Well, come on, please. Come on, you guys. So that's hurdle number 1. And she talks about it says right here, 20% of the time it's a sign that you should move to something else, but 80% of the time those struggles are really tools to assist you in growth, in your personal growth. And then hurdle 2 is letting your ego run the show. She talks about it and she says, there's a lot of personal development coaches and life coaches and speakers out there that, they tell you Stop letting the little voice, the little naysayer, the negative voice in your head control your dang life. And you know, that's just the reality. Your ego is responsible for 100% for keeping you inside your comfort zone. So if you're living your life in default, you're living your life in your comfort zone, are you really supposed to be there? And she says, you know that if it's your ego, then it's attached to emotions such as fear, scarcity, anxiety, worry, blame, shame, anger. Whereas discernment and the truth from your source is love, joy, compassion, light, and generosity. That giving heart, that giving spirit. And hey to everybody that's popping on here. There's 3 main hurdles. So hurdle number 1 is thinking that a sign means we're not supposed to do it when that is not what is reality at all. Number 2 is listening to our ego, which fills us with a negative. And number 3 is letting other people's emotions and other people's ego control your life. How many of you, and these phrases, I've heard them, sometimes we hear them from friends, sometimes we hear them from people closest to us, but why are you letting someone else's opinion and ego control your destiny? So things, when people start to say and deliver a message, I'm only telling you this for your own good. I love and care about you, but I need to tell you this. I worry about you. I don't want anything bad to happen. When those are the preface for something that someone is about to say, it's probably not the true thing. It's probably, you guys, I would almost 100% guarantee that it's their ego. It's their fear. It's their worry. It's their insecurities of their negative voice that doesn't think that whatever it is you're about to do is a good idea. And so I challenge you as you go into this weekend, you know, recognize, okay, is this feeling I'm feeling a bunch of negative bull crap, or is this feeling I'm feeling something good? Is this, you know, trip, a float trip, or a quick night away, or a dinner date, or a movie, or whatever it is? Is it coming from a good place? Or are you allowing the negative Nelly in your head to control your flippin' life? So I'm excited because I have made a stance, and I continue to make a stance every day, that I will not allow the negative Nelly in my head, because we all got one, to control the direction of where I'm headed, and big things are ahead. I am so pumped and excited about where things are going, and I love all of you so much for your continued support, and so many of you are reaching out to me that have kind of gotten an idea of where I'm headed and what direction I'm going to be transforming, and my objective to transform and help other people get things in motion. And I'm so excited to help hopefully transform and inspire so many lives to make a difference and to help them get things going. So that's all I'm going to share for now. Have a great Friday night. We are hanging out with friends again. We're going to be watching the Now 600 Speed Week out of Meeker, Oklahoma, live on the TV again tonight. My brother's back east racing. So without further ado, have a blessed night, you guys. Have a great weekend, and I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.